It's not good, people. It's not. You got to know what goes into an elevator pitch, who you're talking to, what the environment is, and I'll kind of go through that real quick. So what you want to include in your quick speech is just the most important elements of your business. You want to explain what you do and the benefits you offer, and specifically the benefits you offer to the person or group of people who are listening. And you want to communicate what makes you unique. You have to show the people what's in it for them. Sorry for that. Okay, the other thing that I actually learned this time around, because whenever I think of an elevator pitch, I think of, someone in a networking situation asking, hey, what do you do? Or like I said, in a networking group where you have to stand up in front of the room and kind of just give your quick spiel about who you are and what you do. And then you kind of network from there. But in this time of COVID, there's actually a lot of other formats that you would use in elevator pitch also, and they're not all verbal. So you could have a written elevator pitch. A lot of us are resorting, like Dan talked about, Facebook for recruiting or business purposes, maybe LinkedIn, and sometimes, I don't know if you guys have looked at other, Legal Shield associate social networking pages, but some people just cut and paste the About Us, which I am guilty of definitely in the past. And they just cut and paste this long word vomit of what Legal Shield is, and no one's going to read all that. No one wants to read like company, copy stuff. So you want to be really short and brief in the About You section on your social media as well, if you're using that for business purposes. So it can be a written form as well. Anyway, so just to get into it, I don't want to reinvent the wheel on an elevator speech, because actually if you go into our back office in the resources section, there's a whole presentation, and in it is an entire section on elevator pitches, and they actually have sample elevator pitches for various situations. So they have one for recruiting, they have one for approaching a small business owner, or talking to a group of small business owners. They have one for going in and trying to acquire groups. They have them for just networking. So you don't need to reinvent the wheel, but because you want to be comfortable and you want to be genuine and sincere, I would just, take the samples that they gave you, because obviously Legal Shield has done a lot of work in putting these together, and they know what has worked over the years and what hasn't. So you want to use their expertise, but you also want to put a little bit of yourself into it as well, even if it's just a sentence here or there, or maybe changing the pattern of the language so that it's easier for you to say when you're in front of a group, because that's hard enough, or when you're put on the spot and someone just is like, oh, so what do you do? That's a really hard question to answer sometimes. So I actually put together two, because I have one that's more for just the MLM, like networking side. And then I also have one that I wrote because I'm really trying to do this small business blitz, or business solutions blitz, that's happening on Tuesdays. And so I wanted to just have something for when I go out and network that I can approach small business owners or people who know small business owners. So do you want me to do both of them? Do you want me to do one or the other? Okay. Okay, so first I'm going to start with the small business one. And again, this is an answer to the question of what do you do? Okay. And you can time me if you want. Tell me if I stay under 60 seconds. Okay. I work with Legal Shield, a company which has been around for almost 50 years and that provides legal services to small businesses. Business owners and their top management use these services when legal issues arise, such as debt collection, contracts, and just general legal advice. The services are very affordable. In fact, many companies have the legal plan so that they don't have to worry about the high hourly cost of attorneys. And we often find that the plan, if it's just used even once in a calendar year, it more than pays for itself. So essentially what we're doing is we're allowing small businesses to access big business resources on a small business budget. And that's that. How long was that? It was less than 45 seconds, right?
40 seconds.
Did anyone time me?
I'll time you the next one.
Okay, it was like I had it at 43 seconds over and over because I've practiced it a lot. So hopefully it didn't sound too staged.
Yes, you hear your next one.
Okay, my next one is, my name is Shannon and I work with a company called Legal Shield. For 50 years, our company has provided valuable services for individuals and families to help protect them from identity theft and to give them an ability to talk to an attorney without worrying about a high hourly cost. And they can talk about anything from wills and living wills to speeding tickets and general legal advice and more. The services allow people to access some of the top law firms in the country in a much easier and more affordable way than ever before. In fact, most people, after reviewing our plans, decide to join our 4.4 million members in protecting their families. Do you have a Legal Shield membership yet?
That was good.
Great.
That's